So we'll continue from the previous class. In the previous class, we have seen some transformations, and in current class, we are going to see some other transformations. So what are transformations we are going to see now is that, so already we have seen conditional split, we have seen the multicast, we have seen other thing, right? We have seen three transformations: condition split, multicast, and aggregate one. Now we are going to see at the lookup. So what is meant by lookup? So when you use them lookup, now let's see. So basically you will be using a lot you will be using lookups a lot when you load data from the OLTP and OLAP, from the normal OLTP data into the facts and relationship facts and dimension table. Then you will be using a lookups a lot. We are going to see the lookups project when we go and see the SSIS one. At the end of completion of SSAS tutorial, there we are going to cover this lookups. Okay. So now let's see. So basic things what we are going to see. Let's say I got data. I am having data from server 1. Server 1, I am getting data from server 1. I am getting data from server 2. Okay. What is my scenario is that server 1 as a table EMP, server 2 as a table something like EMP address. Okay. So EMP table will have EMP ID, EMP name. EMP address table will have EMP ID and EMP city, EMP state, something. Just I am giving city and state. So these are the three things I will be having in the EMP address. So this is server 1 and server 2. So how you can connect the tables between server 1 and server 2? Let's say this is on server 2 and this is on server 2. So both are different servers. You can do it in two ways. The one way, you will just you will just join the server 1. You will create a linked server for the server 2 on server 1, and then by using the server 2 linked server on the server 1, you will join the table EMP address from the server 2. That is the one way. I think already we covered in the linked server, right? So that is the one way you are going to do. Other way you are going to do it, because whenever you connect into a linked server, let's say the server 1 is located in somewhere and server 2 is located in some far way. Then when you join the tables like that, you will have the issues. You will have many issues. You will have many issues, like it may take more time to join the data, because it will get the data from the server 2 to server 1, and then you need to join that. That is the one thing. And in some cases you may get data from server 1, like it may not be a ORCID, it may be the flat file. So instead of getting the data from server file, you may get some flat file. So can you join data from the flat file to a table? No, you can't join them, right? So in order to do that, normally there is one more task called lookup. So in the SQL server, we got one transformation called lookup. Same, it does the same thing as a merge join. Like you will do the left outer join, you will do the inner join, right? But what happens in the lookup? The same, whatever you do in the merge join. Yesterday we have seen the merge join. So after this class, you can just go and revise the merge join and observe these conditions. In the merge join, you can do left join. You can do right. You can't do the right join, but you can do full outer join. You can do the inner join, right? So these all things you can do in the merge join. But what is the difference? If you use the inner join, means the records are matched. You can get only the inner join, means the records which are matched. What about the records which are not matched? You can't get them. Okay. You can get only the records which are matched. If you use the left join, you will be getting all the records from the left table. If the record is there in the right table, you will get. The only thing you can do, right? If you do the inner join, you will get the records which are common in both the tables, but not the records which are there only in the which are not common in both the tables. You will not be getting them. That is nothing but that it is an unmatched record. Inner join means you will get only matched, but you can't capture unmatched at the same time. Means the records which are not there in both the tables. Okay, like unmatched records. But here in the lookup transformation, by using the lookup transformation, what you are going to do, It is same like join only. I will show you now how to do that. Here you can capture the records which are matched, okay, which are not matched also. You can capture both at a single shot. Just in the lookup, you take the output. You will have lookup will have two outputs. One is a match, another is a not match. We are going to see step by step, okay. And even let's say you are doing merge join. Let's say I got EMP ID. I am having EMP ID is 1. When I check the EMP ID in the EMP address, I got EMP ID 1 and EMP name as A, and but EMP ID I got some other 2, some HYD, and the state is some AB. So this is the EMP ID is 2. When I check the EMP ID in the 1 in the EMP address, actually whatever the EMP ID is there, I should have that EMP ID in the EMP address. So if that ID is not there in the EMP address, so I want to fail the package. I want to fail this task, saying that since 1 is not there in the EMP address, so just fail it. If you don't find anything in the EMP address, so if whatever the IDs you got in the EMP table, if you don't find them in the EMP address, just fail the package. Like that, you can do many things by using this lookup transformation. Okay. So now we'll go step by step. So first, what I am going to do, right click on this. Sorry, I'll create a table. I'll create 2 tables. I'll name table as create table. I'll name the table as something LKP EMP. I'll give EMP ID, EID as integer, and I'll give ename as varchar of 10. Done. Next, I'll create one more table. I'll name a table as LKP EMP address, and I'll name it as EID as INT. I name it as EMP. I'll name it as E address as varchar 100. So I'll insert values into the EMP. See, observe carefully. I insert some values which are there in both the tables, some are not in both the tables. So select, sorry, insert into, it is a LKP EMP values. I'll give 101 comma A as a EMP name. Next, I'll give 102 comma B as EMP. Next, I'll give 103 comma C. Okay, these are 3 things I will be giving into the EMP table. Now I'll insert values. Insert into LKP EMP address and values VL. So we are having EMP ID 1, 2, 3, right? So I'll just give 2 and 3. So 102 comma, I'll give address as BBB. 103, I'll give address as CCC. Now I'll insert it. Now see, let's assume actually they are not on the same server, or else what I will do, I have inserted in the test, right? Yeah, we can, because we are having 2 servers, right? I can do that. I'll create one more server. So whatever the server we got, I'll just connect to the server. So let's say it is different, we'll just follow the same method. So in the databases, in the test tables, so in the test, I need to delete the table name EMP address, delete it. Oh, why I'm deleting this? Refresh it. Tables. It is test, yeah, LKP EMP address. I'll just delete it. Done. What I am going to do is that I am going to create that LKP EMP on this server. So I'll just, in which database I'll create is that I'll create test. Okay. So now I'll just copy this one, create table LKP address. So I'll create EMP table on one server and LKP address on different server. That's it. So I'll just select this test and new query. Automatically that one will be connected to the server and the test database. Now I'll just paste and execute. Done. We are good. Oh, execute that. So now the records are inserted into the EMP address. So we'll go now. So I'll just go to the OLEDB source, drag and drop, connect to the EMP test, and the table name is LKP EMP. I got it. When I preview, you can see all the 3 records, 101, 102, 103, and I want to get that EMP name, sorry, EMP address, right? So the EMP address is in other table. So first I'll join the lookup. You can see it here. So for doing that, I'll just drag the lookup. Now I'll connect this output as an input to the lookup. Now click on this. So we are going to see this all full cache, partial cache, no cache, and we are going to see this all now. By default, it will be a fail component. Let it be. So I want the, you can also get the cache connection manager. I am going to cover after this topic, and this is the OLEDB connection manager. So in the OLEDB connection manager, by default, I'll select what are the default. OLEDB means you can get the data in this. The lookup tables which you are going to see, it should be only from the SQL server or this one, or you can also use Oracle or the cache. You can't use the flat files, or you can't use the Excel files. Okay, only from the databases or from the cache. You can see when I go to the OLEDB, now I'll go to the connection. When I go to the connection, I'll click new connection. When I click new connection, you can create whatever connection you want. So already I think I don't have the table, so I'll just create here new. It is on different server, and the table name is, a database name is test, but on the different server, Basket. So already if you want to get that lookup from the Oracle, you need to install the Oracle, or you can directly connect to the Oracle server and you can do that. Okay, but not from the flat files. You can't do a lookup from the flat files. So this is my server. On this server, I need the test database. Click OK. Test connection succeeded. OK, done. OK. Now I will be selecting the table. So already I got the table 1 table. So just I will select the table. Okay, which table I got? I see that when I do the preview, you can see 102 and 103. Done. Now I will go to the columns. When I go to the columns, this is the available input. I will just expand this, and this is the lookup columns. So on which columns you need to join? I need to join an EID. Just drag it and drop it over EID. So you are joined. You are joined that, right? So now what is one more thing? I'll just take EID and E address. So by default, you will be getting these 2 columns. By default, you will be getting that output. After doing the lookup, by default, you will be getting these 2 columns as output. But if you want to get these 2 columns, you need to select them. So the EID which I got from this, I will name this as LKP EID, and that E address which I got, I'll name it as LKP address. Okay, E address. Okay, done. I got the output. Now what I am going to see, just only for trial time being, I'll take one flat file, destination, drag it and drop, connect it to that. Now when I connect it, now it will ask me the output. You want whether the matched output or no matched output. Whenever you do look up that ID into that table, right? If that ID, employee ID is there in the employee address table, then that is nothing but the matched data. If the employee ID is not there in then you will get the no match. We will see. First I'll take the matched output and click OK, and I'll connect to this one, and next I'll create a new file. I'll just name it as match. Okay, match, and browse. I'll name it as match. Okay, open. Now I'll want the columns in the first data row. Columns, I got it. Okay, done. I'll get it matched one. Mappings, you can see them. Okay, done. Now what I will be doing? I'll be taking one more output. This is a matched, right? Matched, and I need one more output for the unmatched one. So I can connect. See, I can get only 2 outputs. That is a matched, no matched. And after this, if I try to get one more output, I can't get, because there are only 2 outputs. See, I can't see any blue line here again. Only 2 blue lines I can see. One is for the match, and one is for the not match. So I'll click on this new. Okay, I'll name it as unmatched one. Unmatched. Browse. I'll create as unmatched. Okay. Get the columns in the first data row. Columns, and okay, done. See, one more thing. When I do the unmatched, When I do the unmatched, by default you are not getting the lookup columns here. Means unmatched means nothing but the whatever the values you are getting from, you will not be having that columns in the lookup. So basically in the lookup we added another 2 columns, right? So in the look, I'll just cancel it now, just see it here. In the lookup we added 2 columns from basically from this input column, that by default you will be having that. From the lookup table I am adding 2 columns. You can see the 2 columns as lookup and this one. When I took the matched output, because the records are there, you can see that 4 columns here, see lookup and lookup. But when I see the no matched output, I can't see them because already I have created them. Okay, already I have created them unmatched one, the data file. So when you see the mapping, you can't see that available input columns. Other 2 columns you can't see it here because the records are not matched, right? So you will be getting only the source columns. The records are not there in the destination means that records will by default it will be null values, right? So it is ignoring that record or lookup columns. Just you are getting only the input columns here. Okay. So this one I'll name it as unmatched. Now see, when I run this package, so what is the data we are having now here? In this table we are having 101, 102, 103 in the address table. Sorry, in the EMP table. In the address table we are just having the data for 102 and 103. So our main table will be the employee table, and we are doing looking up with the address, right? We are doing lookup with the address. So what happens? What is this? Yeah, leave it. Warning. Just leave it a warning. Okay. Now when I open this, now comes one by one. I have by default I have given fail component. See here. Specify how to handle rows with no match entries. No matching entries means whatever the records you get from the EMP ID, EMP table, if that EMP table records, that is a EMP ID, is not there in the EMP address, then how you want to handle that. So you are given fail component. Means that EMP, if that EMP ID is not there in the address table, then you will get an that the component will be failed now. You can see it. So I'll just disable the above one, right? Now see, when I run this, the component will fail. If the record is not there, the component will fail. That's it. See, when I see the progress, you can see wherever there is a question cross mark means it is a failed error. See, when I'll copy the text message and paste it somewhere on this. I'll create a new query, paste on the query, and I'll just do it here. See, the lookup address failed, error code and error row disposition on the lookup table. Specifies failure, error occurred on the specified object, specified there are error message posted before. Actually it will say before, but see, row yielding. So this is also almost, see, you can see here, row yielded no match during lookup. So you will be getting ID from this table, right? So from the address table, so this is a way how the system is going to work. So the EMP table has 1, 102, 103 IDs, and EMP address table just having 102 and 103. So when you try to look up 101, so what happens? Since the 101 is not there in this 102 and 103, right? Then what you have said, if that lookup is not matched, then you asked it to fail component. So automatically the task will fail. That is the one way. And other way also you can do is that, so I am just stopping this one. The other way you can do, when I click this, you can see instead of you can redirect, see, ignore failure. Let's see the ignore failure. I'm just clicking ignore failure. Okay, I just click ignore failure. Now see here what happens. When I'll add the enable data viewer with the lookup match output, I'll also enable data viewer with the lookup match no match output. Now see, when I run the package, so when you use here lookup no match ignore failure means what happens when you click at a ignore failure. So 101 it will come and check. Okay, 101 is not there. Even though it is not there, it will get, because you are just ignoring. You are whatever is there. If it matches, it gets that name address. So it is A B C. So address is AAA BBB. So if 101 is not there, right? So it will just get 101 and A, and address will be null because there is no address. If you have 102, 102 is there, right? So you will get do. And what is address for 102? It is BBB. Actually, it is BBB, and it is CCC. So 103 is there, right? So you will get C, and address is CCC, like this. Okay. means it is nothing but the left outer join. When you give the ignore failure, you will get all the records from the left table, means the main table. Main table will be the left table and lookup table will be the right table. So, whatever records you get from the left table, that all records you can see it here. When you use ignore failure, see, when I use ignore failure, if the records are not matching, then you can see all the records I am getting, because 101 is not there in that table, right? So, you are getting EID and the address as null. 102 is there, so you are getting that records, EID from the lookup table and address from that table. 103 is there, so you are getting 103. That's it. You can see it is a lookup matched output. Even though that 103 is not matching, right, it will not send to the no match output. Actually, we expected that the record which is not matched, it should be sent to the no match output, right, but it will not do anything. Just all the records that they are getting from the source, it will just send all the records into the matched output only. That is because here you are given the ignore failure. That's the use of the, so first is a fail component, means if that value is not there in the lookup, the task will fail. Ignore failure means it is something like the left outer join. Left table will be the main table, right table will be the lookup table, okay, in the left outer join. So now if I want to get so this is the redirect rows to error output, okay, just click OK and OK. So when the records are not matching, you can say that records as a error records also. See, now I'll have one more thing. Okay, I'll give about the error later on. Okay, first we've seen the ignore failure, we have seen the fail component, right? I'll show the what is error output later on. I'll just see here, redirect rows to no match output. Now see that, now here comes, if the record is not there, then you need to redirect rows to the no match output. See, lookup no match output, lookup match output, right? Now if I run this, now I'll be getting that 101 into the no matched output. See here, see, I got two components. See 101A, I got into the lookup no match output. You can see on the header name here, lookup. So this is a thing, right? You can see it here, lookup no match output data viewer at, okay, this is a thing. See, lookup no match output data viewer at transform, and this is a matched output. See, you are getting 102, 103. Since they are matched, you can see in the lookup match output. So this is the thing. The 101 is not there in the match, so you are asked that to redirect rows to no match output. Now you will be getting that record to the no match output. When you give them, then only you will be getting that record to the no match output. Okay, you can see one record into the no match and two records into the match output here. Okay, that is when you give that. And what is meant by error thing? What is meant by error? So the one thing we left is that redirect rows to the error output. Okay, when I do this, basically I'll remove this unmatched now. Okay, what happens? See, here you are getting blue arrow and one more red arrow. What is red arrow means? If you have any errors, then that output will be passed to the red arrow now. I'll just connect it here. Give me a minute. Hi Monica.
Yeah, Bhaskar, we are not able to hear you.
No one can't hear me?
No one, the connection has been lost. It's been like 2 to 3 minutes.
Oh, only 2 to 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then no problem. I'll just stop it and I'll just reconnect. Nothing to worry.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then, yeah. Yeah, so we lost the connection, so I'm just stopping the team viewer and I'll just restart that. Okay, I'll just stop the video recording also.